who am I? Was my fundamental question. But when I started asking students this, I take them and say, okay, beyond that. Yes, you're a student. Yes, you're Taiwanese. Yes, you're Hakka. Yes, you're yes, you're a male. Yes, you're a female. Yes, you're a student. But these are what you do, not who you are. So I thought about the fundamental questions I mentioned before: who, what, when, why, where, and how are the fundamental questions. And it's how you begin the fundamental questions. But what I realized when I said, who are you? What it really meant is, what are you? And today I was listening to one of I haven't mastered his name yet. He's a Swami of Advaita Vedanta. And I have to work on his name. Sorry, but I'll get it. I will work on it. Anyway, somebody I've grown quite fond of, and he's an intellectual. He has a grace and a presence and a humor and a deprecation. I love to watch the folds of the orange, their garb, their uniform, the orange. When he puts on the orange cap, I love it. And I watch how they rap. I'd like to learn how to rap, but it's not been my trajectory in this lifetime to cloister, to join an order, really to join much of anything, and especially not decorate myself up in costume. When I was studying Rinzai Zen for so many years, their philosophy, the particular group that I was in, said that you're supposed to be a monk without a robe. They had the Roshi, the teacher, the guru, the teacher had job in the regular society. He ate what people ate, he did what people do, for the most part, except mindfully. And disciplined, because Rinzai Zen trains in the martial arts, Ikebana, the flower arranging, Cha Dao, the tea ceremony, and practicing of a martial art, mastery of a martial art. But this idea of not wearing them, but I do enjoy looking at the swamis. I think it'd be fun to dress up and, tie a turban. They don't wear turbans, but they have a nice little skull cap. I love the color. I love the orange. Vitality, right? Orange is one of my favorite colors. It's become more so as I've gotten to be older. I like the vibrancy, intensity of the color. But anyway, let's get back to fundamental questions, because that's where I am today. And I would ask, who are you? But what it was asking, what are you? And you might have many answers to this. But today I was listening to Swami, and he talked about the Bhagavad Gita, the story of Arjuna and Krishna, and Arjuna is ready to fight a war that includes uncles and brothers and fight a big battle, and he's bemoaning his situation. He's pleading with Krishna to help him to understand the killing and fighting and why he must do what he must do. And I remember reading this and Krishna repeating over again, the slain is not slain, and the slayer is not a slayer. Talking about the life. And there's a question, what am I? And these are my fundamental driving, motivating questions from practically my first breath. Probably they were my first conscious thought that I could put together. And one of the first things Krishna tells Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita is that You are children of immortal bliss. And I love that. And it's setting up, he goes on to talk about the Atman, which is this immortal bliss, this our personal, our portion of the endless immortal bliss. The Brahman, the big Brahman is the overarching umbrella of godliness or holiness or wholeness. And Atman is your own seed. It's your own answer to the question of what you are. You're this seed of, you're a child of immortal bliss. So think about it. One of the things that discover on this journey of fearlessness, because it's all about, the journey is all about overcoming your fears. And the biggest fear, let's face it, the least talked about and the most uncomfortable is about your own mortality. The body dies. No arguing this fact. No disagreement. The body dies. But the immortal bliss within you is deathless. So, for me, I never was really afraid of death. I had an understanding, kind of an inherent, I don't know, I guess maybe I brought it with me, who knows, but I had some kind of inherent understanding that I never feared mortality. In fact, I had few fears, and the ones that I did have I put to rest, because in my spiritual journey, I had to become fearless before I could really find my way, really start to devote myself, commit myself, seeing this journey, as I always say, journey to nowhere or journey to now here, this journey within, this journey of exploration, this journey of relearning, this journey of rediscovery, this journey of finding out what you've always known, that you're part and parcel of the infinite, immortal bliss. So Krishna tells Arjuna that this is where you start, and he goes on to lecture him about the Atman. The Atman is your personal expression, your personal bit. I always use the ocean of awareness. That's my Chinese name. But the idea that the wave from the ocean or a ripple from the ocean hits up against resistance, a rock or something, and drops spray out. And my idea of existence is that we're one of those individual drops that's made out of nothing but ocean. There's nothing in us that's not in the whole, nothing of substance, nothing of permanence that's not inherent in the nature. There's no difference between a drop in the ocean and the whole ocean. Absolutely same stuff, same substance, same vibration, same reality. And I don't know who's mowing their yard back there, but I don't like it. Anyway, we'll overcome it, won't we? There you go. So, it goes into great depth, Krishna does, great depths with Arjuna about the stuff, the realness, the immortal bliss. That we're children, I love this. We're children of immortal bliss. That just makes me feel so good. A child of immortal bliss. And we understand, we're prepared to grasp the Atman, that, gee, there's something permanent, there's something holy, there's some self. That's the same self and the same stuff, the same ocean, the same drop, the same contents, the same makeup as the rest of the ocean. And there's much solace, needless to say. There's a comfort here, isn't there? Deathless, never born, never dies, immortal. And what a state, immortal bliss. I talked about bliss just yesterday. And my concept of bliss is that it hasn't been sustainable. I get it in glimpses, but now I know it's the essence. It's my essence, this bliss. And there will come a time when I'll be able to dwell in it, uninterruptedly. Right now it's just too much chi, too much juice, This life, this essence, the self. It tends to overheat me. I'm boiling on the inside sometimes with the intensity of this feeling. So it's just, I couldn't miss this chance to sit with you and talk with you. Thank you.